personally, this was the first compositional thing I've actually done fully. So I learned a lot on this. So I think that plays a huge part in this. Having all of those different voices, both through the storytelling and through the music and now through the production, of a bunch of people that are learning as we go. The way that it's all gonna evolve into the final product is gonna be totally unique compared to anything from anyone else that do this for a living or gets paid to do it, because we don't. None of us are getting paid. So it's all for the experience. I think that's what really sets this one apart.
It's new. It's brand new. I mean, it's a timeless story that is special to me personally, but obviously because I've worked on it. But I think everyone that comes and sees it is going to walk away with something special, something fresh, something that anybody can have access to. It's very accessible.
Most operas are all about the drama and the action, and somebody usually dies, and that's kind of the perception of opera. But this is, from the beginning, we just wanted it to be a real story about real friends and how they interact with the loss of a friend in their friend group, and how that makes them feel, and how that changes the way they interact with one another. We had fun playing that out, not just in the text, but through music.
So professionalism is a concept we've talked about a lot, and I guess I would define that as... I would define it as your actions in the workplace that present yourself in a professional manner. And that's difficult, especially with this opera, is because we are all students, we're all friends, and that was the other hard part. It's very easy to be professional with someone you don't know in a student setting, two people. Very difficult when at the end of your work day, you have worked professionally with these people and then you can go have dinner with them. Or you go back to your room because you live with these people, or anything of that nature. So professionalism was something that I think we all struggled with at times, just trying to find our bearings, trying to seek out what the balance was.
The audience, when they leave, they'll be affected by the storyline. They will also walk away from that, I think, duly impressed with the amount of work. I mean, it's evident that this is the idea of what a masterwork looks like. It's combining all disciplines. You've got obviously the music. You've got the writing skills of crafting the story. You've got the process of turning that story into a libretto, the words that they would sing. You've got all of the other artistic and technical disciplines that go along with that. There's even borrows a little bit from the discipline of dance, obviously acting, drama. It's an all-encompassing kind of a masterwork kind of thing. So to that end, the audience is going to be duly impressed. They're going to be able to see all of those things, all of that work that's gone into that.
But this was a story that we knew from the beginning was going to be set to music. So the writing team, they did a great job of finding things that were sort of symbolic, that we could kind of use places to put in motifs, places to just kind of put in recurring themes. And they did a really, really great job of that, even though a lot of them don't have a lot of musical training. But it was just a great text to set.
Most everybody on the writing side, both writing, worked, and music, the creative team, almost everybody has spent at least one, if not 4 or 5 nights up the entire night. There have been a few times that a couple of us have stayed up, pulled all-nighters, gone to classes the next day, and then after all the classes were said and done, sat down and started writing again. So there's been a lot of time committed to it. For me personally, I related so heavily to one of the characters, actually the character that I'm a cover for, James. I actually requested to write a lot of his music. I spent a lot of time thinking about the character, as written and how I wanted to write him musically, and now being able to somewhat perform him, even if it's just to myself. I'm investing a lot into that one character, that one facet of the story. So for me, it's just a lot of time and emotional energy.
They want this to come off worthy of a professional company producing it, whether or not that ever happens. But I wouldn't rule out that it might not. I think it certainly could merit an additional performance from entities outside this university. It's not a one and done, settled for this. That is that project, we can put it behind us. It's a freestanding work of art.